Welcome to the story. Don't forget to like, subscribe and support me. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the sprawling expanse of Erythia. The land, a tapestry of diverse landscapes, stretched from the dense, whispering forests of the elven realms to the rugged, towering peaks where the dwarves carved their subterranean cities. To the east, the dragon peaks pierced the sky, their snow-capped summits shimmering in the fading light. This was a world where humans, elves, dwarves, and dragons coexisted, each race guarding its own secrets and traditions. Yet, beneath the surface of this fragile peace, ancient prophecies and rising tensions hinted at a future that could alter the very fabric of Erythia. In the heart of the human empire lay the capital city of Valoria, a bustling metropolis where marble spires reached towards the heavens and marketplaces buzzed with activity. Here resided Prince Alan, the young and astute heir to the throne. Alan was not just a figurehead, he was a leader with a vision of unity and prosperity. His father, King Eldric, had ruled with wisdom and strength, but the challenges of maintaining peace among the diverse races were ever present. The ancient prophecy of the King of Apocalypse loomed over the empire, a beacon of hope that one day, a ruler would unify the land and usher in an era of unprecedented peace and prosperity. Alan stood on the balcony of his chambers, overlooking the city that he was destined to lead. His mind was preoccupied with the recent discovery of the first of the 5 legendary artifacts of the Sunblade. This relic, said to possess the power to command the forces of nature, was the key to fulfilling the prophecy. With the Sunblade, Alan believed he could bring about the unification of Erythia and establish a lasting peace. However, acquiring and activating the artifacts was no simple task. Each artifact was guarded by ancient magic and protected by the diverse races who feared the consolidation of power. Meanwhile, in the luminous forests of Lyrandal, Princess Leah, the elven heir, sensed the shifting tides. Leah was a beacon of natural magic, her connection to the land profound and unyielding. The humans' expansion into elven territories had been met with increasing resistance. Trees were felled, sacred groves desecrated, and the delicate balance of nature disrupted. Leah had witnessed her homeland's beauty marred by human encroachment, fueling her determination to resist and reclaim what was rightfully theirs. In the rugged underground strongholds of the dwarves, General Durin grappled with his own set of challenges. A master blacksmith and a formidable warrior, Durin was a stalwart supporter of the human empire. The alliance between humans and dwarves had been forged through mutual respect and shared interests. However, recent reports of corruption within the empire's ranks troubled him deeply. Officials exploiting their positions, resources being siphoned off, and a general decline in moral integrity were signs of decay that Durin found intolerable. His loyalty was unwavering, but his conscience was beginning to waver. High above, in the secluded dragon valleys, Sarah, the dragon sage, sought to mediate the escalating tensions among the races. Dragons, with their immense wisdom and power, had long been the keepers of balance in Erythia. Sarah had dedicated her life to ensuring that the ancient prophecy was not misinterpreted or misused. She believed that true peace could only be achieved through cooperation and understanding among all races. However, her efforts were often thwarted by the deep-seated mistrust and fear that permeated the political landscape. The acquisition of the Sunblade had been a triumphant moment for Alan. Led by his trusted General Durin, a contingent of elite soldiers had braved treacherous terrains and outsmarted formidable guardians to retrieve the artifact from its hidden sanctuary. The Sunblade's power was awe-inspiring. It could summon storms, command the growth of flora, and even influence the very earth beneath one's feet. With this artifact, Alan's path towards unification seemed clear. Yet, power had a way of corrupting intentions, and Alan's sincere desire for peace was increasingly being overshadowed by the weight of responsibility and the lure of absolute authority. As Alan began to activate the Sunblade, assembling the necessary rituals and ceremonies, dissent began to simmer beneath the surface. Leah, observing from afar, saw the potential for human dominance disguised as peace. She knew that unifying Erythia under human rule could spell the end of elven sovereignty. Determined to prevent the humans from monopolizing power, Leah began to gather allies among her own people and sympathetic dwarves who shared her apprehensions. Her charisma and unwavering resolve inspired many to join her cause, igniting the spark of rebellion. Dern, on the other hand, found himself at a crossroads. His discovery of corruption within the empire was a painful revelation. He had always believed in the righteousness of the human cause, but the reality of those in power exploiting their positions for personal gain was disheartening. Torn between his duty to the empire and his sense of justice, Dern began to question the very foundations he had sworn to uphold. The more he uncovered, the more he realized that the empire's unification might not bring the peace and prosperity he had envisioned, but rather, a facade of harmony masking deep-seated oppression. Syrah's attempts to mediate were met with resistance. Her appeals for dialogue and cooperation were dismissed by those in power who feared losing their dominance. Even within the dragon community, not all agreed with her methods. Some dragons, driven by ambition or influenced by human propaganda, sided with the empire, believing that a unified Erythia under a strong leader was the best path forward. This internal division weakened Syrah's position, making her mission increasingly arduous. As months passed, the tension in Erythia reached a boiling point. Alan's empire expanded, using the power of the Sunblade to quell dissent and enforce compliance. Cities flourished under human rule, with advancements in technology and infrastructure that promised a brighter future. Yet, in the shadows, resistance groups grew in strength and number. Leah's rebellion orchestrated strategic strikes against human outposts, disrupting supply lines and spreading fear among the imperial forces. These acts of defiance galvanized more individuals to question the empire's intentions and join the cause for freedom. Dern's internal struggle intensified. His loyalty to the empire was being tested by the undeniable evidence of corruption and the growing discontent among the other races. He found himself increasingly drawn to the ideals of fairness and justice that Leah embodied, even if it meant betraying the very empire he had pledged to protect. His skills as a warrior and a leader made him a valuable asset, and he contemplated the possibility of using his influence to foster change from within or perhaps join the rebellion outright. Syrah, witnessing the escalating conflict, realized that her mission required more than mere mediation. The fractures within the races were deepening, and without decisive action, Erythia could plunge into an era of chaos and destruction. She reached out to ancient allies, seeking forgotten magic and forging new alliances to bolster her efforts. The dragons that remained loyal to her cause provided invaluable support, their formidable presence a deterrent against imperial aggression. Yet, the betrayal by some of their own kin weighed heavily on her, a constant reminder of the precarious balance she sought to maintain. The turning point came during the Eclipse Festival, a once celebrated event marking the alignment of celestial bodies that was believed to amplify magical energies. Alan, confident in his growing power, planned a grand display of the Sunblade's might, intending to showcase the Empire's strength and further consolidate his rule. The festival was set to take place in the central square of Valoria, where humans from all walks of life gathered to celebrate and honor the prophecy. Leah, recognizing the festival as an opportune moment to strike a decisive blow against the Empire, organized a covert assault. Her plan was not merely to destroy the Sunblade but to publicly challenge Alan's authority, forcing him to confront the true meaning of the prophecy. The night of the festival, as the first stars began to twinkle in the twilight sky, tensions were palpable. The air buzzed with anticipation, both among the revelers and the hidden forces preparing for the impending conflict. As the festival commenced, Alan stood atop a grand dais, the Sunblade gleaming at his side. The crowd cheered, and the artifact's power resonated through the air, igniting the hopes of those who believed in the prophecy. However, beneath the surface, Leah's forces moved with precision, infiltrating the heart of the celebration. The clash between the rebels and the Imperial Guards was swift and brutal, sending shockwaves through Valoria. Flames erupted, spells were cast, and the once celebratory atmosphere transformed into one of chaos and destruction. In the midst of the turmoil, Alan found himself face to face with Leah. Their eyes met, and for a moment, the world seemed to hold its breath. Leah's expression was one of sorrow and determination, while Alan's bore the weight of his responsibilities and the dawning realization of the conflict he had instigated. The sun blade between them crackled with energy, a symbol of both power and the impending reckoning. The duel that ensued was a spectacle of magic and might. Leah wielded the forces of nature with unparalleled grace, her spells entwining with the very elements around her. Alan, empowered by the sunblade, countered with raw force and strategic prowess. The battle was not just a physical confrontation but a clash of ideals and visions for Erythia's future. As they fought, the artifact's power surged uncontrollably, threatening to unleash devastation upon the land they both sought to protect. In a pivotal moment, Alan faltered, witnessing the destruction his quest for unity had wrought. The faces of his people, the devastation in Leah's eyes, and the cries of those caught in the crossfire pierced through his resolve. It was then that he realized true peace could not be achieved through dominance and coercion. With a heavy heart, he lowered the sunblade, signaling a ceasefire. The battle ceased, and a tense silence enveloped the square. Leah approached Alan cautiously, the remnants of their duel evident in the scorched ground and the smoldering debris. "This isn't the way," she said, her voice steady yet tinged with pain. "Unity cannot be forced. It must be earned through respect and understanding." Alan nodded, the weight of his decisions pressing down upon him. "You're right. I've been so focused on fulfilling the prophecy that I've lost sight of what true leadership means." Their confrontation marked the beginning of a fragile truce. The aftermath of the eclipse festival left the city in ruins, but it also served as a catalyst for change. Leaders from all races, including Durin and Sarah, began to engage in dialogues, recognizing the need for a new approach to governance and cooperation. The path to peace was fraught with challenges, but the shared desire to prevent further devastation provided a common ground upon which to build. Durin, witnessing the fallout of the festival, chose to confront the corruption within the empire. Using his influence and connections, he began to root out the dishonest officials, striving to restore integrity to the human leadership. His efforts were met with resistance, but his unwavering commitment inspired others to join his cause, fostering a sense of hope and renewal within the empire. Sarah, recognizing the importance of unity, spearheaded initiatives to bridge the gaps between the races. She facilitated meetings and collaborative projects, encouraging mutual understanding and respect. Her role as a mediator became indispensable, as she worked tirelessly to mend the fractures that had deepened over years of mistrust and conflict. Leah, now working alongside Alan, became a pivotal figure in the new order. Her insights into elven magic and her unwavering dedication to her people's freedom ensured that the voices of the elves were heard and respected. Together, she and Alan worked to establish a council composed of representatives from all races, ensuring that decisions were made collectively and that no single group held disproportionate power. As the seasons changed, Erythia began to heal. The scars of the past were still visible, but the commitment to building a better future was stronger than ever. Communities rebuilt their homes, rekindling traditions and fostering a renewed sense of camaraderie. The artifacts, once symbols of dominance, were now revered as treasures to be protected and shared, their powers harnessed for the benefit of all. Alan's transformation from a determined unifier to a compassionate leader set the tone for the new era. His partnership with Leah symbolized the harmony that was now possible, a testament to the resilience and adaptability of Erythia's inhabitants. Durin's efforts to cleanse the empire of corruption and Sarah's unwavering dedication to mediation ensured that the foundations of the new order were strong and just. The prophecy of the King of Apocalypse had been fulfilled, not through conquest, but through cooperation and understanding. Erythia stood as the beacon of what could be achieved when diverse races set aside their differences and worked towards a common goal. The land, once teetering on the brink of chaos, now thrived under a fragile yet promising peace. Yet, peace is a delicate balance, and the shadows of the past lingered, reminding all that vigilance and unity were essential to maintaining harmony. The leaders of Erythia, aware of the challenges that lay ahead, continued to strive for a future where prosperity and freedom were shared by all. The journey was far from over, but the first steps had been taken, guided by the wisdom of the past and the hope for a brighter tomorrow. As the moon rose high above Valoria, casting a silvery glow over the land, Alan and Leo stood side by side, gazing towards the horizon. The artifacts, now displayed in a grand hall, were symbols of their shared commitment to protect and preserve Erythia's legacy. The air was filled with the promise of new beginnings, and the echoes of the past served as a reminder of the price of unity and the value of peace. In the heart of Erythia, where once there was division and strife, now blossomed a future built on trust and collaboration. The land that had endured so much was now on the path to redemption, its people united in their pursuit of a common destiny. And as the stars twinkled above, the prophecy was no longer a distant hope but a living reality, shaped by the hands of those who dared to dream of a united and prosperous Erythia. The weeks that followed the eclipse festival were a whirlwind of activity and transformation for Erythia. The aftermath of the conflict had left Valoria scarred, both physically and emotionally, but it also ignited a fervent desire for genuine unity among the races. Leaders from every corner of the continent convened in the grand hall where the artifacts were now displayed, their presence a testament to the fragile hope that permeated the air. Prince Alan stood beside Princess Leia, their newfound alliance symbolizing the dawn of a new era. The council meetings were intense, filled with passionate debates and cautious negotiations. Each race brought their unique perspectives and demands to the table, striving to find common ground without compromising their identities. Alan's vision of a unified Erythia required delicate balancing, ensuring that human dominance did not overshadow the rich diversity that defined the land. General Duran took on a pivotal role in these discussions. His discovery of corruption within the empire had not only shaken his personal convictions but also provided undeniable evidence that the old ways were unsustainable. Duran presented his findings to the council, revealing the extent of the empire's internal decay. His courage to confront the truth inspired others, fostering an environment where transparency and accountability became paramount. Sarah, the dragon sage, continued her efforts to mediate between the races. Her wisdom and patience were invaluable as she navigated the complex web of alliances and grievances. However, the betrayal by some dragons had left a lingering distrust within her community. Determined to restore faith, Sarah embarked on a quest to seek out the remaining loyal dragons, urging them to stand firm against those who sought to exploit the newfound peace for personal gain. As the council worked tirelessly to draft the new treaty, a sense of optimism began to take root. The treaty aimed to establish a balanced distribution of power, ensuring that no single race could dominate the others. Provisions for shared resources, mutual defense, and cultural preservation were meticulously crafted, reflecting the collective aspirations of Erythia's inhabitants. Yet, the path to ratification was fraught with challenges, as old prejudices and fears threatened to resurface. Amidst these political maneuvers, the once vibrant marketplaces of Valoria started to flourish anew. Stalls adorned with colorful fabrics, exotic spices, and intricate crafts from various races showcased the potential of a united economy. Trade routes reopened, and caravans from distant lands began to traverse the continent, bringing with them not just goods but also stories of resilience and cooperation. Princess Leia dedicated herself to rebuilding the elven forests that had suffered under human expansion. Guided by her profound connection to nature, She led restoration projects that revitalized sacred groves and rejuvenated the delicate ecosystems. Her efforts were met with gratitude from her people and admiration from other races, who saw her as a beacon of hope and renewal. General Dern, now a key figure in the council, spearheaded initiatives to cleanse the empire of corruption. He established oversight committees and implemented rigorous checks to prevent the recurrence of the malpractices he had uncovered. His unwavering dedication earned him respect and loyalty, not just from his fellow dwarves but also from humans who yearned for a more just and transparent governance. Syrah's quest to restore trust within the dragon community proved arduous. She traveled to the remote dragon valleys, engaging in heartfelt dialogues and demonstrating the tangible benefits of unity. Slowly, the loyal dragons began to rally behind her, their formidable presence serving as a deterrent against any remnants of betrayal. Together, they forged a renewed alliance that strengthened the collective resolve of Erythia's defenders. However, the nascent peace was not without its threats. Whispers of dissent echoed through the shadows, as remnants of the old regime and opportunistic factions sought to undermine the fragile harmony. Smugglers and rogue mercenaries exploited the chaos, destabilizing regions and sowing discord among the races. The council had to remain vigilant, addressing each threat with swift and decisive action to prevent the unraveling of their hard-won unity. One such threat emerged from the depths of the Dragon Peaks. A formidable sorcerer, once a respected member of the Dragon Council, had delved into forbidden dark magic, seeking to harness the artifacts for his own nefarious purposes. His ambition to control Erythia's destiny through sheer force posed a significant danger, challenging the very foundations of the new order. Alan and Leah, recognizing the gravity of the situation, assembled a diverse team of warriors, mages, and strategists to confront the sorcerer. Among them was Dern, whose expertise in combat and strategy was indispensable, and Syrah, whose knowledge of ancient dragon magic provided crucial insights. The team embarked on a perilous journey to the Dragon Peaks, navigating treacherous terrains and overcoming formidable guardians that protected the sorcerer's stronghold. As they ascended the snow-covered slopes, the camaraderie among the team members deepened. Differences in race and background were set aside as they united under a common purpose. The journey tested their resilience and trust, but each challenge they faced only strengthened their bond. They shared stories of their struggles and aspirations, finding solace in the shared vision of a peaceful Erythia. Reaching the sorcerer's lair, they were met with an atmosphere thick with dark magic and malevolent energy. The sorcerer, cloaked in shadows, stood before an altar pulsating with the corrupted power of the artifacts. His eyes gleamed with madness and ambition, revealing the extent of his descent into darkness. He unleashed torrents of destructive magic, forcing the team to defend themselves with every ounce of their strength and skill. The battle was fierce and relentless. A clash of light against darkness, unity against chaos. Leah's natural magic intertwined with Syrah's dragon enchantments, creating a formidable defense against the sorcerer's onslaught. Dern's unparalleled combat prowess and Alan's strategic acumen played crucial roles in countering the sorcerer's every move. The artifacts themselves, resonating with the collective will of their bearers, responded to their call, amplifying their abilities and fortifying their resolve. In a pivotal moment, Alan seized the opportunity to channel the Sunblade's power in a focused surge, disrupting the sorcerer's dark magic and weakening his defenses. Leah, sensing the shift in energy, unleashed a wave of restorative magic that neutralized the corruption emanating from the artifacts. Together, they stripped the sorcerer of his unnatural power, forcing him to confront the consequences of his actions. Defeated and broken, the sorcerer fell to his knees, the remnants of his ambition fading into nothingness. The team stood victorious, their unity and determination having triumphed over the forces of darkness. The artifacts, now purified and free from corruption, shimmered with renewed brilliance, symbolizing the enduring strength of their collective spirit. Returning to Valoria, The team was hailed as heroes. Their victory not only safeguarded the artifacts but also reinforced the importance of unity and cooperation among the races. The council celebrated their success, and the bonds forged during the journey became the cornerstone of the new Erythian society. The incident served as a stark reminder of the ever-present threats to peace, but it also highlighted the resilience and unwavering commitment of those who sought to protect it. As time progressed, the new treaty began to bear fruit. Communities thrived under the equitable distribution of resources and the shared governance that respected each race's autonomy and heritage. Educational institutions were established to promote cultural exchange and mutual understanding, fostering a generation of leaders dedicated to maintaining harmony. The once divided lands of Erythia were now interconnected webs of cooperation and shared prosperity. Princess Leia took a leading role in these efforts, her influence extending beyond the elven realms as she championed initiatives that benefited all races. Her partnership with Alan grew stronger, their combined leadership embodying the ideal of unity through diversity. Together, they spearheaded projects that harnessed the unique strengths of each race, from human technological advancements to elven magical innovations and dwarven craftsmanship. General Dern, now a respected elder statesman, continued to oversee the empire's reforms. His relentless pursuit of justice and integrity had transformed the governance structures, making them more transparent and accountable. Dern's legacy was one of honor and dedication, inspiring countless individuals to uphold the values of fairness and righteousness. Sarah, with the renewed support of the dragon community, expanded her role as a mediator and protector. She established dragon enclaves that served as sanctuaries and centers of ancient knowledge, ensuring that dragon wisdom was preserved and integrated into the fabric of Erythian society. Her efforts bridged the gap between the mortal races and the dragons, fostering a deeper sense of respect and collaboration. Despite the progress, challenges remained. The scars of past conflicts were still visible, and pockets of resistance threatened to disrupt the delicate balance. Old rivalries and grudges needed continual healing, and the council had to remain vigilant against any resurgence of power-hungry factions. Yet, the foundation they had built provided a robust framework to address these issues with resilience and wisdom. One evening, as the sun set over the rejuvenated landscapes of Erythia, Prince Alan and Princess Leia stood atop the highest tower in Valoria, gazing out at the horizon. The city below buzzed with life, its streets illuminated by the soft glow of lanterns and the vibrant colors of thriving markets. The artifacts, now revered as symbols of unity, were visible in the central plaza, their presence a constant reminder of the journey they had undertaken together. Alan turned to Leia, his expression thoughtful. "We've come a long way, haven't we?" Leia nodded, a gentle smile gracing her features. "Yes, but our work is never truly done. We must remain steadfast in our commitment to peace and understanding." Alan placed a hand on her shoulder, his gaze unwavering. "I have no doubt that together, we can overcome whatever challenges lie ahead. Erythia's future is bright because of the unity we've forged." Their conversation was interrupted by the arrival of General Dern and Sarah, who joined them on the balcony. Dern's presence was a testament to the strength and honor that defined their leadership, while Sarah's serene demeanor reflected the wisdom and tranquility she brought to their endeavors. As they stood together, a sense of profound unity enveloped them. Each of them had played a crucial role in shaping the destiny of Erythia, their individual strengths complementing one another in the pursuit of a common goal. The bond they shared was unbreakable, forged through trials and triumphs that had tested their resolve and deepened their understanding of one another. In that moment, they knew that the prophecy of the King of Apocalypse had transcended its ancient origins. It was no longer a distant hope foretold by the stars, but a living reality shaped by their collective actions and unwavering dedication. The true essence of the prophecy lay not in the domination of one race over others, but in the harmonious coexistence and mutual respect that now defined Erythia. As the night sky unveiled a tapestry of stars, the leaders of Erythia felt a profound sense of accomplishment and hope. The journey ahead would undoubtedly present new challenges, but they were confident in their ability to navigate them together. The lessons learned from their past struggles would guide their decisions, ensuring that the peace they had achieved was not only maintained but also nurtured for generations to come. The land of Erythia, once fraught with division and conflict, now stood as a beacon of what could be achieved through unity, cooperation, and unwavering commitment to a shared vision. The prophecy had been fulfilled, not through the rise of a single ruler, but through the collective efforts of those who believed in a better future. The harmony they had established resonated throughout the continent, inspiring neighboring lands and setting an example of peace and prosperity that transcended borders. As dawn broke over Valoria, casting a golden light across the city, the leaders prepared to embark on the next chapter of their journey. The artifacts, now symbols of their unity and shared responsibility, were safeguarded and revered, their powers harnessed for the benefit of all races. The council continued to evolve, adapting to the changing needs of Erythia and ensuring that every voice was heard and respected. In the heart of Erythia, the legacy of Prince Alan, Princess Leah, General Dern, and Sarah the Dragon Sage lived on. Their unwavering dedication and collaborative spirit had transformed the land, creating a future filled with hope, prosperity, and enduring peace. The story of their triumphs and sacrifices became a timeless legend, inspiring future generations to uphold the values of unity and cooperation that had forged a harmonious Erythia. And so, under the watchful gaze of the stars and the protective wings of the dragons, Erythia thrived, a testament to the power of collaboration, the strength of diverse communities, and the enduring belief that peace and prosperity are attainable when hearts and minds unite towards a common destiny.